Take a dicot leaf, tear it carefully from the upper side to the lower side so that we get a transparent layer from the lower part of the leaf. We need only this transparent layer. Cut this transparent layer by keeping it on a slide. This transparent layer is kept in water. This peel is left in red colored safranin solution for 30 seconds to color it. It is then washed in water to remove the stains and kept in the center of a slide. Add a drop of glycerin to the stained peel. Cover the colored peel using a cover slip. Watch the slide under a microscope. You can see has kidney-shaped guard cells on either sides. What are the functions of these stomata? Exchange of gases take place through these pores. That is, O2 and CO2 goes in and out through these stomata. Transpiration also takes place through stomata. What is transpiration? Loss of water in the form of vapor through the leaves is called transpiration. Why does plants carry out transpiration? The layer of a cell that is equivalent to our skin present in plant root, stem, leaf and flower is called epidermis. Stomata is present in the epidermis of leaves. This epidermis is the outermost layer of cells in plant body. It is made of a single layer of cells. The cells of this layer lack intercellular space. The epidermal cells are flat. Their outer side walls are thicker than the inner side walls. The epidermal layer has a waxy water-resistant layer on the outer side. This waxy coating gives protection from water loss, mechanical injury and invasion of parasitic fungi. The epidermis of plants growing in dry areas have thicker epidermis to reduce water loss. How does plant roots absorb water? It takes place through the tiny hair-like structures present on roots. These structures are known as root hairs. They are the extensions of epidermal cells of roots. Like the villi present in small intestine, root hairs can increase the total absorptive surface for water. Now let us check the outer layer of a stem. The outer layer of a woody tree and that of a young stem is different. As plants grow older, the outer protective layer undergoes certain changes. A strip of secondary meristem replaces the epidermis of a stem. What happens when epidermis is replaced with a meristematic tissue? Many cells are formed towards the outer side from this meristematic layer. Thus, several layered thick cork or bark of a tree is formed. The cells of cork are dead. They are compactly arranged without intercellular space. The cell walls of these cells remain lined with a chemical substance called suberin that make cork cells impervious to gases and water. We discussed about meristematic tissues and epidermal tissue. The next tissue we are going to discuss is xylem and phloem. These are the conducting tissues in plants. Xylem transport or conduct water and phloem transport the food made by leaves. They remain together in the vascular bundles of plants. See vascular bundle given in the picture. In that you can see xylem is towards the center of a stem and phloem is towards the periphery. Conducting tissues are present only in complex modified plants. We have studied that the thallophytes and bryophytes do not have any conducting tissues. This is one of the reasons why thallophytes and bryophytes are present only in water available habitats. First, we are going to study about xylem. The plant tissue xylem is formed of 4 different types of cells. These are called the elements of xylem. These 4 elements or cells are xylem truncates, xylem vessels, xylem fibers and xylem parenchyma. Among these, xylem truncates and xylem vessels are the main conducting tissues. All these cells have thick walls. Among these, only xylem parenchyma is living, all other cells are dead. Truncates and vessels are tubular structures. Tubular structure allows them to transport water and minerals vertically from root to leaves. Xylem parenchyma stores food and helps in the sideways conduction of water. Xylem fibers are supportive in function. Like xylem, phloem also has 4 different cells or elements. They are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Sieve tube is the main food conducting tissue. They have sieved or perforated end walls. Among the elements or cells of phloem, only phloem fibers are dead. Other 3 are living cells. Unlike xylem, phloem transport food in all directions. Among the permanent cells, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma are formed of only one type of cells that look similar to each other. Whereas xylem and phloem are formed of 4 types of cells that look different. So, the first 3, that is parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma are called simple permanent tissues, and xylem and phloem, that is formed of more than one type of cells, are grouped under complex permanent tissues. But all these cells together do a common function. All the elements of xylem together carry water and the 4 elements of phloem together transport food.